Over the years, I've tested and fished all the major brands of bladed jigs. Jackhammers, Thunder Crickets, Stealth Blades, Big Blades, but this newer chatterbait is truly the best I have seen, and it will get bit when all other bladed jigs fail.
There he is. He is like a decent one. Oh yeah, fishing that old minimax. God, I mean, look how he ate it. That's exactly why. Look at that. Completely gone. You know, I've been talking a lot about this little chatterbait in a lot of my different videos, just kind of mentioning it here and there. But today I really want to just talk fully about the Chatterbait Minimax and why I think it is one of the best chatterbaits that has come out in a long time. I mean, look at that. I can't even get the dang thing out. And that's how they eat it a lot. There we go.
This video is brought to you by Sportsman'sOutfitters.com. Right now, Sportsman's Outfitters, they are having a huge Labor Day sale. You can save a ton of money on tackle right now, and my personal favorite deal is if you buy an Arc Lancer Pro Series rod, you can actually get a second for just $19. That's a $100 rod for just 19 bucks. So if you guys are on the market for some rods, right now is the time to buy, and you can greatly help support the Bass Fishing HQ channel.
This is the trailer that I use a lot. It's a caffeine shad, Strike King caffeine shad. And I just kind of cut that sucker in half, cut the belly off. And that's what I use as my trailer to kind of feed up onto this Chatterbait Minimax. I'm fishing this bait actually right now in about 10 foot of water. A little bit unconventional for most chatterbait fishing. Usually guys are fishing in a lot of, 3 to 6 foot of water, I'd say, for the most part. But you know, I want this profile down there. Oh gosh. I need to stop talking for a second. Now what I'm actually doing with this bait is what I call feathering it. So I'm gonna cast it out, and I usually do this when I'm fishing it around grass. It's a little bit different than actually ripping that bait out of grass. I'm really fishing it kind of slow and methodical. Now it's about on the bottom, so I'm just gonna fish it. I just kind of pull it and let it sink like this. And every now and then it'll get in the grass like that. I'll pull it. Just a little bit slower way of fishing that bait. But man, I've seen it be really effective in deep grass. There he is. Golly, just feathering it again. It feels like a good one. Oh gosh, it feels like a big one. I just love this technique. I love this chatterbait. This feels like a big one. Come on, baby, stay on there. Stay on there. Getting ready to jump. Don't you do it. I haven't seen him yet. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Well, he's got a little grass on him, not as big as I thought. Let's go. Woo! Solid fish right there. Solid fish. You can see though, he got that bait again. Gosh, it's so much fun. Look how thick and fat those fish are. You know, chatterbait can be good year round, but I feel like so many people nowadays fish this bait, and I feel like because so many people fish it that the bass have gotten a little bit conditioned to it at times. And I've just seen, you know, in my part of the country that you won't catch as many fish come summertime on a chatterbait. Something that I switched over to this year was this Minimax, and I have been able to catch fish, I mean, from the springtime all the way through the summertime. We're talking August, September right now, and these fish are still crushing this Minimax. So it's just a little bit more subtle of a vibration, and it just seems like the bass really like it. There he is. Golly. I think I got the line up now. That feels like another good one. Oh yeah, baby. Yes, sir. God, I mean, that guy, he has this whole lake and just comes over here and runs over my literally the grass patch I'm fishing. Golly, that sucker is pulling. Ooh, gosh, that's bigger than the last one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that. Gosh, that is a beautiful, thick bass right there. Look at that thing. Let's go ahead and let that fish go. As you can see here, here's a standard jackhammer, and here's the Minimax. You know, obviously it has a smaller blade, but it's just smaller altogether. It's just a finesse chatterbait. And sometimes when I feel like they're not committing or you're missing them on this, that's when you can pick up that minimax and go to work. I mean, we're on a public lake in August, September timeframe, and we're still crushing them on this little bait. All right, let's see if we can't get another fish. I think I got the line up now. There's a clump of grass just up ahead of me that sticks out, and on the very end there's a bluegill bed. And I'm just kind of bringing this minimax right on the tip of that clump of grass, and it seems like if I hit the tip, I catch a fish just like that. Just like that. Oh gosh. If I hit the tip of it, I catch a bass. If I get too much into the grass, it just kind of gets hung up. Not really fighting that hard. Woo! Here we go, baby. Another just chunk fish, man. I think we got them fired up now. Let's see if we can't keep catching them. Now, when it comes to fishing the minimax, something that I really love is that although it's a kind of a finesse chatterbait, I still throw the same exact gear that I throw, you know, my jackhammers and my big blade. I mean, this is a 7-foot, 4-inch, medium heavy composite rod, and I got a 7.1-to-1 gear ratio reel with 20-pound fluorocarbons. It's still a pretty beefy combo, so I can throw my big stuff even with that smaller finesse style bait. There he is. Oh, I lost him, dadgummit. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm telling you what, when they hit this, they're freaking clocking it. Sometimes when you lose a fish like that, you can kind of really screw up the school. So hopefully I didn't do that. There he is. Golly. Doesn't feel like a big one. And that's because it's not. Woo. Sorry, buddy. Really kind of feathering this bait in this deeper water is really kind of like fishing a crankbait, to be honest. I'm kind of getting the same type of noise that a crankbait makes, that rattle and vibration. Golly, that fish corked that thing. I'm still getting that rattle and vibration. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, it's a smallmouth. It's a smallmouth. Oh, here we go, baby. Gosh. I haven't caught any smallies out here. Let's go. Gosh, beautiful bass. Look how beautiful it. Took my trailer. Look how beautiful that fish is. Golly, he absolutely co-worked it. Fishing this chatterbait deeper, really, I'm kind of mimicking a deep diving crankbait, but I couldn't fish a deep diving crankbait in this situation because I would get it hung constantly. But I'm kind of mimicking a deep diving crankbait. I'm keeping this bait down low and it has a lot of vibration. I think I'm gonna get about one more cast over here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on the other side and cast this way. Sometimes just simply changing up your angle gives those bass a little bit different look, and sometimes it can make a huge difference. I think these fish are also starting to get used to this rattling noise down there. Oh gosh, maybe not. God, bomb. You know, to be honest, there's a lot of baits that you could use in this same situation, but a chatterbait just comes through grass so good, it's just hard for me to not use it because it just comes through it all and it catches them just like that. Oh my gosh. Golly. I can't tell if he's a good one, not a giant, but oh gosh, he's a big one. Oh gosh, about lost my trolling motor, or I can't even talk right now. I'm having so much fun. God. Look at that, freaking chunk. I made a cast out a little bit deeper than I have been. That might be the deal, because if I cast up there shallow on the backside, I catch dinks. Maybe it's all about casting a little bit deeper here. Golly, that feels like a good one there. Man, every time I'm about to leave, I switch up my angle. It's not a good one. And I catch another fish. I wish you guys could just feel how hard they're hitting this bait right now. It's just boom. I think what I'm gonna do now is actually just move to the other side of this grass patch and start casting back this way. I'm gonna do kind of a big, wide circle around it so I don't disturb what's up there. The bite has really died, so sometimes you can pick up just a couple extra fish by doing something like this. Oh gosh. Lee, did he crack that thing. Oh my gosh, it's a good one. It's one of the better ones I've seen. There you go, guys. Woo! It's exactly what I'm talking about. Golly, he ate that. Look at that. I came to the other side and literally the second cast, I popped one. I'm gonna actually move up just a little bit more. But look at that. That is a freaking chunk right there. Every bit about 2.5, 3. Simply coming to the opposite side, it just gives those fish a little bit different angle. You know, just it all of a sudden they got used to that bait coming the exact same way every single time. Now all of a sudden it's going the opposite way and they're like, what's that all about? So sometimes you can actually reignite a school. If there's a lot more fish down there, you can totally reignite a whole school to start biting again. I've done that a couple of times before. Usually it's just, hey, you can catch 2 or 3 more fish. But every now and then you'll get in a situation where there's a ton of bass there and you catch, you know, 10 or 15 from one angle. And then you turn around and you catch another 10 or 15. So just a little trick out there to help you catch a few more bass. I really love to review tackle, whether it's Japanese lures or lures like a minimax, you know, just because I think that sometimes you do find lures that are a little bit different in that they get a lot of bites and not as many people throwing them. And if you guys want to learn more about chatterbaits, I actually made a video right here where I really talk about the big mistakes that a lot of guys make with a chatterbait and how you can fix them. So if you guys enjoyed this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.